Big one. Action.
Abel Ferrara, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
You're at the Champs-Élysées Film Festival here in Paris as part of the masterclass sessions. You yourself went to film school. What was the most important lesson you learned there?
Well, I didn't learn it, but I mean, the most important thing I think I bring from film school is, listen and learn, Keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and don't come with an attitude. I should go to film school now.
Well, the
It's
festival...
actually not a bad idea. Yeah, okay.
The festival bills itself as a celebration of independent cinema.
Right.
How would you judge the state of American independent cinema right now?
Well, I'm not there, so that says one thing about it. It's always the same. You want to do your thing, you got to do your thing, and then you got to deal with the obstacles. They're constantly changing. The way people look at films constantly changes. The way you make films constantly changes.
Now, going back to a little earlier in your career, I'm thinking of films like Bad Lieutenant, King of New York. These films depict a world of vice and violence. Is that a very specific critique of a certain kind of society?
Those two films were made in kind of specific era in New York, especially Bad Lieutenant, 92, I guess, 93. It was pretty violent. It was kind of the crack epidemic. It was like a certain kind of violence, that might have tipped off, influenced the way we were doing. The lifestyle we were living wasn't, the healthiest either.
From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing. We're waiting years for this.
Now, you left the US, you left your native New York to come and live in Europe. What is it that you like about the old continent?
Or, again, I'm just taking a world view on the whole deal, with the internet and with just my observation. When I go places, it doesn't seem like you're really crossing state lines or country lines, in a way, especially in terms of the cinema. Because films basically have a language of their own, which is not the language of a country.